The need for long-term care for yourself or a loved one can be a very challenging time of life, especially if it's due to illness or injury. Joining us today on the couch is Lisa Joyce and Samantha Shepard from Shepard Elder Law Group to walk us through and navigate some of those challenges. Thank you both so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this too. This is something that we kind of preface a little bit. There are a lot of challenges when we talk about this particular topic. What are some of the biggest challenges that people face when we're talking about long-term care?
It's shocking for them, actually, the price.
Yeah.
It's a sticker shock. So in our metro Kansas City area, you're talking about $10,000 to $12,000 a month.
Yeah.
For the cost of nursing home. And,
wow.
And it's nothing anybody plans for. Perhaps we should.
Yes. So that's something that we'll talk about a little later too, is that we want to be proactive when we're talking about this. But Lisa, you know, there's so many different stories and probably scenarios that you've had to walk through if you're ever experiencing this. And like you said, it's very expensive. Say for instance, and this is just a hypothetical scenario, if mom needs care and dad is still healthy, does my dad need to sell his home to pay for that care?
Absolutely not. The whole intent behind Medicaid and receiving services is to care for the person needing care, but also not to impoverish the healthy spouse living at home. So there are strategies and things that elder law attorneys can assist with to help protect dad, so dad can stay in the home and protect that asset.
Well, what I love about the fact that you guys are both here and giving us all of this information is that there are solutions for a lot of this stuff. Medicaid sometimes gets kind of a bad rap, but this is something that people have access to, and I think they'd be surprised that they have access to it.
I think you're right there. They definitely are surprised. Medicaid has that reputation of being for when we are absolutely destitute, but you can find yourself in a situation where you've paid over $100,000 a year to take care of your spouse in a nursing home, and your income is not a limit. You can absolutely give us a call and find out if you qualify for Medicaid.
Absolutely. You know, and that was one of the things when we were talking before we actually came here live, was that I was so shocked that I was assuming that there was some sort of cap or something that would keep you from being able to access these funds, but that's not the case.
No, there is no income cap. So say, for example, the nursing home is $12,000 a month. Yeah. And if you make something like $1,000 from Social Security, and then obviously you've got a shortfall there. But if you even have $9,000 and the cost of care is $12,000, you still have a shortfall there. So Medicaid is not just for those who are very challenged economically when it comes to nursing homes.
For sure, and even nursing homes sometimes you find that there might be a little bit of a stigma, but it is a necessity sometimes for a lot of families out there to need this long-term care. Talk to me a little bit about when should people start thinking about this? Because a lot of times we tend to be a little reactive.
Lisa and I are looking at this because you know, what's the ideal answer? The ideal answer is when you're 18, you have a power of attorney and it says exactly what you need and your ducks are all in a row. Yeah. You can call me and I'll help you out with that. But the ideal time people get fixed in their mind, they need 5 years. Yeah. If I don't have 5 years, there is a 5-year look back. Is it too late? No, it is not too late. If you're calling because your spouse has had a stroke, you're at the hospital, you're in a crisis moment, we're your place. If you're wondering if it's too soon, it's never really too soon to just ask what you need to do to get your ducks in a row.
Absolutely. If there are people out there, family members, even thinking about themselves, maybe that just have questions or they want to reach out and inquire a little bit more, can they do that?
Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. Pleasure to talk to both of you, and just such a wealth of knowledge. If you want to learn more about your options too, you can visit shepardelderlaw.com or give them a call at 913-333-3533. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.